Right.
Could you talk to someone for me? That'd be great.
I'll get right on it. And I loved you as Rita Farr.
Oh, thank you. Johnny on a mission. Yeah, that was fun. Young Justice, hey.
Yeah.
And I got to be the Russian princess.
Perdita, yeah.
Hi. Hi, guys. Hey.
Welcome to our table.
Thank you.
So, you voiced Harley Quinn
Yes.
in the Batman.
Yes.
Was there, has your approach to the character, what's the character changed from then to now?
She's pretty much the same for me, and I was the second person to ever voice her after Arlene Sorkin.
Right.
And then, yes, I played her on the Batman, and then a few movies in between, like Assault on Arkham. I was Harley in that, and I know there were some more, but yes, but pretty much she's been the same for me, like at the core.
Would you like to see a Gotham City Sirens movie come out? Catwoman, Harley, and Poison Ivy? Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
I would love that. Yeah. Yes, you actually play all of that.
We really should cast someone else as Catwoman because, just for contrast. But yeah.
But think of the budget that they'd save just using you.
Yeah, exactly.
Or triple your salary. I don't know.
Oh no, that doesn't happen. 3 for 1. 3 for 1. Voiceover deal of the century.
So where do you find your inspiration when you get into your character of Harley? What do you think of? How do you get into that Harley role?
Well, I'm really big on just feeling it. Like I don't go from the outside in. Like, what does it sound like? Now, it's more like, what's it feel like? And then the voice just comes after that. She's me, just as all the characters I play are me at some level. When I started doing Harley, Andrea Romano cast me, and she said, don't go watch Batman the Animated Series. She said, go watch Born Yesterday, the old movie with Judy Holliday. And she's like, let me hear what you have in mind for it anyway. She's like, yes. And what I had in mind for it was, when I was a kid, I did a tour of Gypsy, and I played a little girl named Agnes, and she sounded like, it's a real life theater. So that fit right in, yeah. So that's what I think about. And then just kind of go there with wherever the script goes and go as crazy as she goes.
Were you always a fan of Harley? Were you with her prior to being cast as?
I did not know her until I was up to play her.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I've gotten to know her, and
Now she's your homie?
now she's my homie, and yeah, I think I'm such a purist. I think whoever created the character belongs to them. So it's like Arlene Sorkin, Paul Dini, Bruce Timm. They are Harley Quinn. I'm really lucky to get to come in and do it sometimes. Yeah.
We see a little bit of a different Harley in this movie than you've been used to playing in the past.
I think she's pretty on the level of kind of the dark, realistic films. Like the voice acting in this movie it's great. It's so understated and realistically felt. Harley in this movie is very Harley Quinn going back. So she's pretty traditional, but yeah, like more in the line of Batman Assault on Arkham and that kind of thing. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite line?
Oh, this one, I don't remember. Gosh. When did I record this? A year and a half ago?
Oh, wow.
It's hard to remember.
And what makes you a fan of DC projects? You've obviously done a lot of them, so.
Yes, it turns out I am a DC girl.
Yeah.
I've dabbled in Marvel, but just a dabble.
Just try it out.
Yeah, I don't know. It's cool. It's the OG comics. It's the real thing, right? Yeah.
How does it compare? Obviously, Starfire very heroic, Harley Quinn kind of insane. Which is more challenging and which is more fun?
Oh, they're both equally fun. It's just sort of going to a different place in your heart or a different place in your mind. Because, how different is, hello, wonderful friends. to, hey honey, how's it going? You know. So really, really different, but both insanely fun to do. Yeah.
Oh, because you were also Ace in Justice League.
Yes.
That was again a very different character,
Yes.
emotionally and psychologically. And you've done some of the DC roles. Do you find them kind of like emotionally challenging, or is it just all kind of in the performance, more than like where you gotta put your head at?
Challenging isn't really a word I'd use with acting for me. It's just being free, like feeling comfortable enough to let yourself do whatever it is that comes out, and trusting that whatever comes out is going to be okay. But yeah, Ace also very, very different. That's what I've always tried to do in my career, is really literally chameleon. I don't want to be like it's me, Hynden. It's like, no, I would like it best if no one knew who I was, no one ever recognized me, and the character could just be the character, which is separate. It's not me, it's them. And it's a collaboration between artist and writer, and actor and director. And so that's what I really aspire for.
Kind of piggybacking off of that, have you learned anything about yourself playing Harley? Like, is there anything that you kind of
Harley's dark, but she's not the darkest character I've played. There was a character called Breach on a show called Generator Rex that I did, who I described as being Ali Sheedy, only dead, in the Breakfast Club. And that got so dark and so insane one time, and I did this really long recording session, and I was just like holding on to the stool like, ooh, can we take a break here? I mean, Harley's still got the joy about, she loves being psychotic. So, so that doesn't take me down the darkest alley in the world in my head.
Later this weekend, you're going to be crossing over with yourself, Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go.
Oh yeah.
To follow up with that, would you be interested in doing Teen Titans Go versus the live action Titans? You know, you're Starfire up against Anna Duops.
Sure.
Who would win?
Oh.
Who do you think?
Who do you think? No, I love to work, so whatever work anyone wants to write, I am there.
Have you seen Anna's portrayal as Starfire, and like, what do you think of it? Okay.
I haven't, sorry, I haven't seen it at all.
Well, in that regards, though, how is Teen Titans, your version from the original Teen Titans, and Teen Titans Go different now that you're voicing the same character in the same movie?
It was tricky because we were asked to go back in time. Remember 18 years ago when you also played this character? Could you do it exactly the same way now, except have lots and lots of scenes where you talk to yourself? So that was a little confusing. I think it came out really good, though. Are you guys going to see that movie?
Yes, yeah.
Excited.
Yeah.
So, is there another character that you have in mind you'd like to tackle at some point?
Wow. I am so open for whatever comes across my desk. That's the next big thing in animation. That is exactly what I would like to do.
So any of these grittier shows like Invincible, is an Image comic cartoon, if you wanted to see something like that you would like the voice in, or?
I always love to do things that are as different as possible. And in fact, sometimes I'm asked, like, well, why did you sound like Starfire in this? It's like, well, because the director said, sound like Starfire. And I'm like, come on, can't I make it different? No, thank you. Please sound exactly like Starfire in this, so, yeah.
So you said that you like your performance to stick with the character and not be known as like somebody separate from the character. But you are to an entire generation Starfire. So how do you feel about that kind of being known as Hynden Walch is Starfire?
Well, I think she is super cool, and the fact that she's so kind and so joyful, I am really happy to be connected with somebody like that, you know?
What if you were known for the next generation as like the ultimate Harley Quinn?
Oh, I'd love that. Oh my gosh, wouldn't you love to be known as the ultimate Harley Quinn?
In fairness, yeah.
Who wouldn't? Yeah, I would love it. I would totally love it.
What's the most challenging voice role you've ever had?
Challenging. Well, now I'm going to answer this completely technically. If I'm called in to do something and it's very high and very flitty and very up here, and then they're like, oh, while you're here, could you play like the slime monster that's like 3 octaves lower and like have huge fight scenes and you know, and I'm like, oh, ouch. Ouch. Ouch is the most challenging character I can do. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.